That's gonna be interesting how that adapts to your everyday life at some point.
I'm wondering, did I do that?
What?
Uh-huh. Alright, well, that one episode is 2 seconds long. Because, alright, well, that one episode is actually completely gone because, my number lock key, which is my setup key for recording, I missed it and hit something else. So there's
Oh.
one. Well, at least I didn't do it for the entire recording session and only lost one.
On the other hand, we've only been doing this for half an hour, so it's not like it would be a huge loss.
This is why I need to actually stop and look, because I've actually got it. The thing that says, pause recording, poking out one side of the screen so that I can see it. I just forgot to do that this time. Because, attentive.
Right.
Alright, so let's see. So we built another row of houses, and it was kind of boring, and that's about it. But we're,
You say that as if purposely didn't record it.
yeah. No, that was entirely my derp. So, I guess we're going to be... Where are we gonna... We're gonna build a row of row houses around the wall. So where should we be?
I'm setting this area up, so we need to be 4 from the gate wall edge.
So
So a foundation would go here.
So, basically...
And right up against the wall.
So, that means this street can basically continue.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna take up these because we'll need more of them for basic construction purposes.
Makes sense.
Alright, so...
Are those 4x6? Or I mean 7x6? 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Okay.
Doop, doop, doop. Alright. But, oh god, now I have to remember the conversation that I actually ended the video before it on. Oh yeah. Abusing Bethesda games is basically something I like to do after I have beaten it the honest way. Unfortunately, I've been currently dealing with the fact that apparently for my model of graphics card, the updated driver that they came out specifically to help with Fallout 4 actually makes the game more prone to crashing.
Oh.
So I crash like anywhere from any like 2 minutes into 3 hours, and I never know what's gonna happen.
Swell.
Apparently, it's actually something a lot of people are experiencing, so I have a feeling they'll actually fix it as opposed to going, haha, sucks to be you.
But the question is, how long will it take until they do?
Ages. Probably very, very long ages.
Hmm.
So, that's the bad part, but ain't much that can be did. And we're just...
I love that the house spacing is actually completely accidentally matching where the roads fell.
Yeah.
We're either accidental geniuses or not.
It's hard to tell with us. I mean, we either plan things out and it fails, or we don't and it works.
Yeah.
Like the original spawner I built, I just built it because I thought, hey, this is something I can do to take up airtime on camera. And then the thing worked so well that we built that. And it was like, well, this was an unintended consequence of me just dicking around.
But some of the best discoveries in history are, dicking around.
Yes.
Like syphilis.
Exactly. And that has saved so many lives. Or, wait, no, the opposite of that. Saved so many deaths. That's it. Or, oh god, what was it? I was talking to someone the other day about or my friend in Sweden. I was talking, or one of my friends in Sweden. Jesus Christ, why do I know so many Swedish people? But I was talking to him about. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of STDs here in Sweden. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, a lot of people have it, and I heard like, it's like I don't know if it gets reported or a lot, but like when I was in college, like at one time, 12 people on my floor had the clap at the same time. Like,
I guess we know what they were doing.
and I was like, how did college students, right? And it's like, yeah, apparently they just or it was just the result of one asshole. I don't know if it was a male or female asshole, but who just kept sleeping with absolutely every person they could.
Mhm.
And as a result, everyone was started ending up with a damn clap. And he was just, they actually had to have, a sit-down talk with him and say, if you keep doing this, you're going to be expelled. And it was like, well, why didn't he use the wonderful free healthcare you have and go there? It's like, yeah, that wonderful free healthcare, you have to like sign up for a meeting to see your doctor like 6 months in advance. Like that sounds like U.S. healthcare, honestly. It's like, well, it's just one of those. You can go to the emergency room, but you'll actually have to pay for that shit apparently, like in the U.S. If I understood. Amazing thing about talking to people where English isn't their first language is sometimes it's hard to understand what they're talking about.
Well, yeah. All the Swedish people I've known, though, have been almost better with English than some native English speakers I've known.
Yeah, actually, he's very good with it. It's just the only problem is the occasional he'll be like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm like, I don't know. Yes, and he learned how to speak English through video games, which means if you need to know anything about a goddamn video game, he can tell you, no problem. But anything else, and he's like, yeah, it's, I don't know. What's the American word for, or English word for some word in Swedish? I'm like, bork?
Okay, this is shaping up.
It's funny, though, because I'll mention, he's only technically half Swedish. He's, Spanish mostly. And be like, yeah, apparently I managed to get the only DNA in Sweden that would make me fat and unattractive. I'm like, aw, that's mean. It was like, yeah, well, I blame my parents. Like, I blame your parents, too. Alright. And then they'll be like, why don't you go out and get a girlfriend? Like, because I look like a toad. And said, oh man, if I can get a girlfriend, you're fine. Trust me. I am a homely motherfucker. It's like, yeah, but you're funny. That's the problem. Like, no, trust me. Humor only does so much. And I have, tested the boundaries of that fully. If I can find someone, it means that they feel bad for me.
Oh.
I'm realistic. Alright.
Well, maybe so, but still.
Right, let's get some doors in here. I've also got a lot of zombie meat I need to take.
And trade.
Yeah.
Or at least store.
Yeah, let me check the Tower of Death. I mean, it's terrifying, really.
No, we're perfectly safe.
Yeah. Well, I more mean that it's terrifying how effective it is.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yes, and I ran into a single goddamn slime when I was looking in the basement. It all happened off camera. Alright, I should have enough wood for one more house before I need more. That's not what I
We may
wanted
have
to
to go start cutting the forest down again.
Yeah, I mean, we might. I was expecting that to happen.
Tree capitator, though.
Tree Capitator is our best friend in many situations involving trees and capitation.
I'd like a more advanced form of tree capitator where it doesn't just pop the tree and, have the log blocks drop.
It replants the sapling.
No, actually, what I was saying is you chop the tree down and it moves all the blocks that make up the log laid out on the ground like a fallen.
That would be fun, actually. Except, slightly negating the point. Or do you mean, like, lays the blocks out in a row in pick-upable format?
No, they're planted.
Yeah.
It pops the leaves.
That would actually be nice. That would be nice at least just for getting rid of the leaves.
Yeah.
Because the leaves are what piss me off the most.
Tree capitator hardcore mode.
Yes. You gotta cut down the tree twice. Fuck you.
Put some safety lighting up.
One of those other situations I was remembering, I went to it was basically a random out-yard party.
Out-yard?
Or out in the middle of the woods party, and by party I mean generally people sitting around drinking, so I decided to do anything that required intelligence since no one else there could. And, that involved tending to the bonfire that they had. Because, drunk people and bonfires, bad combination.
Yes, but they have them so often.
Yes. So, it's me and another friend there. And he is, a kind of I guess he's a relatively attractive guy. And I decide I'm gonna cut up some of the log that they were using as firewood and cut it up into usable segments, etc., etc. So I start cutting it up, and he goes, "Hey, I want to, or let me, I'm actually doing it strictly because I have never gotten to cut a log up for firewood before, and I want to."
Okay.
That is my only, reasoning behind it. I have always wanted to cut up a log with an axe. And I'm doing it, and, he's like, "Hey, let me do it." I'm like, "All right, hand it over." He does it for a while, and, I've been working on it for like 15 minutes. He works on it for like 10 seconds. And I'm like, "All right, give it the fuck back. I'm almost done. I want to feel like I've cut the log up. It's just something I want to do." And everyone's like, "Oh, he's taking credit, or now you're going to take credit for it." I'm like, motherfuckers. I will shank all of you. I was working on this log 15 fucking minutes. No idea how to use an axe so that your drunk asses don't kill yourselves. I'm more, I am not a coordinated man anyway, but I'm trying to keep you all alive. And now you're like, "Oh, you're taking credit for his work." Fuck y'all. I will kill you. But it was just one of the moments of I hate drunk people.
Yeah.
And when I'm also drinking, it's an entirely separate story. And I like them within the confines of drinking with them. Hey, we're friends. Let's have a drink. But being the sober guy at the party is always the most frustrating thing possible. They're like, "I can't tell all of you that you're being retarded."
They wouldn't understand anyway.
Nope. And that's one of those moments of and when the drunk people try and do things to be helpful, you're just like, "No, you sit there. Sit. Stay. Do nothing." I think that was the same one. Some girl decided to try to throw a log into the bonfire to help, and it knocked over the carefully constructed pile of logs I had. And all of a sudden, a log rolls out of the damn fire towards people. And I just reach over, grab the fucking burning log with my hand, and lob it back into the fire. And I did it fast enough, it didn't actually burn the shit out of me.
Right.
But, Just, oh, wow, that was so, you sit back down. Shut up. I know that you're relatively cute, but right now, I kind of want to see you set on fire. There